Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel and welcome back. I'm Jahmil, and in today's video I'm gonna be sharing a few tips for new and expecting dads. So 6 months ago I became a dad, and for most persons when they become new parents, sometimes they have like a lot of struggles and stuff like that, you know, just getting used to like the whole parenthood or fatherhood or motherhood or whatever, you know. So it's kind of like challenging for them to transition into that lifestyle and stuff like that. So but for me, I kind of have like a different experience. For me, it was more on the smoother side of things. Like the transition for me was smooth. I'm still getting into it, but I haven't really been like struggling in certain areas as I've heard with other, you know, young dads or dads like around my age group. So some of these tips, they are very simple but they're effective. So let's jump right into the first tip. And the first tip is download this app called What to Expect. Now, there are a lot of other apps out there that you can download that they will do the same thing, but this is just the one that I use, and it's just the app where you put in like when you're expecting your baby, and if you know the gender or not, you can put that in, and then you will get like different updates, like weekly updates on like the progress of your baby and like where they are, and you know how much they're weighing, how tall or how long they are, just simple stuff like that. Things like how their organs are developing and their limbs and all that type of stuff. And it also teaches you about the trimesters, so first, second, third, and you know what to expect, like that, the name of the app, you know, what to expect in each of those trimesters. So I really believe that this app is very helpful, especially for the dads, because I feel like a lot of fathers, they don't really know much about pregnancy. So this app really helps you in that area, so that way you don't have to like always be, you know, asking your wife or your girlfriend what this is or what that means and stuff like that. So download this app and sign up, or you know, whatever, make your account, and I promise you it will definitely help you with understanding the different changes with your baby and also with the mother. So that way when you see some of these changes happening, you don't, you know how to react, like you are prepared for these different changes and stuff like that. And for me, it's really exciting, you know, to check every week and see this update and see how far your baby is, and you know how they're developing and stuff like that. It's really fun, and it just gets you prepared for that big moment. So go ahead and check out that app or any other app that's similar to that one. All right, the second tip is get involved. Get involved in literally every aspect of that pregnancy that you can. So for the only thing I would say you shouldn't which is you cannot be a part of, is having that weight of the baby and having all those back pains and stuff like that. But everything else, try to be a part of it. Try to go to those baby shopping and getting the outfits and the items that the baby will need, and diapers and wipes and all that kind of stuff. Get involved. Don't just let the mom alone do it. Be involved in all of that, all of the preparing and all that kind of stuff. Just be involved, because by just doing these simple things, it's pretty much preparing your mind. It's preparing you mentally for what to come. So get out there, you know, be involved. Those doctor visits and checkups and all of that, go there, be a part of it. Ask questions, listen to what the doctor is saying, voice your concerns, and you know, be a part of the whole process. So the next tip that I have for you guys is well, it's not really a tip, but well, it's kind of, you know, you will need a hospital bag. You will need a bag with, like, you know, the necessary stuff that you would need to keep yourself clean, you know, maintain proper hygiene, to be comfortable, and different change of clothes and stuff like that. I would probably make a video with like a list of things that you would need as a father to be, you know, going to the hospital. And also, things happen, and not all the time you get to leave the hospital when you think you are going to leave. So always be prepared. So you're going to need that. If you guys want to see a video on that, just drop it in the comments. I will make it. But yeah, the next thing now, it's time, it's the big day. Like, you know, you have the baby and everything, and you know, you guys go home. There's gonna come a time when your baby just don't want to fall asleep, and some persons are lucky to have a baby that's not fussy or cry all the time. But if you are in a situation where your baby's just crying, they don't want to stop crying and stuff like that, you're trying to put them to sleep, you fed them, you changed them, but they're still crying, these are some of the things that you can do. So if you're sitting down and you're rocking them and stuff like that, they won't fall asleep, try changing your position, try standing up and walking, try change the rhythm of how you are rocking them. Try to, if the area you're in is on the warmer side, maybe try like a cooler side in the house and see if that makes a difference. And if it's the cooler side, try the warmer side and stuff like that. Try to create a comfortable and relaxing environment for both you and the baby. So make sure that while you are putting them to sleep, you are also comfortable, because by you not being comfortable, it can also affect how well you put them to sleep. So just try stuff like that. Maybe try like singing to them. Even if you cannot sing, it still helps, because they don't care how you sound or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it's on a rhythm, I'm sure they'll listen. Plus it will get them used to like your voice and all that kind of stuff. So just sing to them or hum to them or play like some lullaby songs on like a sound machine or something that will help them to just fall right to sleep. So these are just some of the simple things that you guys can try and see if, you know, your baby will fall asleep. And sometimes they might just not be sleepy, and if they are not, don't get stressed out. Just try to accept it, try to work with the flow. So you can just sit down, have a conversation with them. Of course they're not going to reply, or they probably don't even understand what you're saying, but pretend that they do and have a conversation with them, because over time they will get used to you, used to your voice, used to your lips moving and stuff like that, and you know, put voices to faces and get a sense that okay, you're dad and you're always gonna be there, and you know what I'm saying. So don't feel too stressed out when they don't want to sleep. Play with them and maybe see if you can get them to be a little bit more tired, and you know, stuff like that. So just don't get overwhelmed or stressed out about the situation and feel like, you know, you're failing or you're struggling or you don't know what to do. Just accept it and try to enjoy and learn from the experience. And the next thing is, they don't come with a manual. So there is no set way on how to really go about being a parent to your kid. It just all depends on who you are and how you are able to parent your child. But the main thing is to listen to your child. See how they go about doing things. See how the patterns that your baby, you know, sleep, eat, just simple stuff like that, and just learn from them. Like, there's so much things that you can learn about your baby and learn from your baby by just paying attention and not thinking that your way of doing things is just always the way it should be, or thinking that your baby should be like how other babies are or fall asleep sleep or eat, or just be how other babies are. Like, don't compare them. Like, babies are different in their own ways, and they have different ways of developing, different ways of just being them. So pay attention to them, and I promise you that you will learn as they get older, to the age where they're able to speak and express themselves to you. The next thing is fall back. So instead of trying to be that person or the parent that's just always like teaching the kids, kind of fall back and see what they have to teach you about them. See what they are doing, see how they go about doing things, and learn from them how to treat them and how to understand them better, because each kid have a different way of going about things, and they will teach. If you just pay attention and listen to them as they are growing, you will be shocked on how much they teach you, and not just about themselves but about you, and staying with the kids and stuff like that. It's a humbling experience. Like, when you really watch your kids and you see how they go about stuff, and it helps you to realize some things about yourself that you didn't know. And sometimes we feel like we know everything and we know exactly how to go about doing stuff, and the fact is we really don't know. And until we fail, we will always feel like, oh, we know what we're doing. And that is why I say, like, these kids, they will teach you about you. You will reach to a point where you're like, I always thought that nothing mental could make me cry, or I'm a tough person. But you will be surprised that just certain experiences with your kids will literally break you down to tears. Even as a male, you just reach that level in your emotions where you just start crying due to your experiences. So, and sometimes it's not just tears of bad things, sometimes it's tears of joy, and seeing your kids just grow up and just change and start to develop their little personalities for themselves, and just sometimes you even see a little bit of you in them, and those are some of the things that really, like, just it hits home, and it puts you in this area. I don't even know how to explain it, but you just feel so proud, and it just makes you want to love them even more. So just slow down, be patient, and sometimes listen and talk less. Observe them more and understand them, and you will be surprised how much easier those things make your transition into becoming that great father is. And you are able to help someone else, you're able to give advice, you're able to be better at when you have your next kid, and just be a better person in general, because a lot of persons are forced to change when they become a parent. And when they become a parent, their lifestyle change. And if you are the type of person who normally goes out every night and stuff like that, it slows you down, and sometimes it gives you that reality check that, hey, you have to change. There are certain things that you just cannot go around as a parent. You just cannot continue to live the way you used to, and it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's for your own good. There's a lot of persons who, after the life they were living compared to the life they're living as a parent, they have upgraded themselves. They are now living a more healthier and better life compared to how they used to live before. So treat your kids like they're the best thing that has ever happened to you, and just enjoy all the experiences, the good experiences, the bad experiences. Just slow down, enjoy and learn. And you know, those are all the tips that I have for you as you know I go further into this fatherhood and everything. I will definitely be sharing more tips and more experiences, so you guys can just like this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you do not miss any uploads. And hope you enjoyed this video, hope it helped you, and until next time, big up on yourself, stay safe.